Hello guys, welcome to my all new Cars and More channel here on YouTube. My name is Heinrich and I'm going to give you a full in-depth review on this car that I'm sitting in currently, which it is the Renault Kwid.
Hey y'all, come look at this.
The Renault Kwid was launched in South Africa in November of 2016. It became the brand's best-selling car of all time, which it had a starting price of just under 120,000, which it competes with the likes of the Cherry QQ, the Suzuki Celerio, the Kia Picanto, and Hyundai's Grand i10. But it came with a few issues that people were not happy about, like your lack of ABS brakes, lack of passenger airbag, and unstable body shell. But that doesn't stop people from buying a car like this, because they wanted a car that was light on fuel and easy to maintain and to drive as well. But in this video, I will take you a full tour around the Renault Kwid by talking about its exterior, its interior with features, what did go wrong on the Renault Kwid, how is it to drive on the road, and should you be buying a car like a Renault Kwid, or is it better to look at other alternatives in the second-hand market? Anyway, if you are a new viewer here on YouTube, I would like you to please consider subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit that bell icon so that your phone will let you know when I upload a new video. Remember, the more people subscribe, the crazier this channel will get in the future. Alright, get yourself some eateries, sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the video. Alright, let's start with a walk around of my Renault Kwid, which this particular model is the Expression version. At the front we see a honeycomb grille design with a massive Renault logo right there, more honeycomb grille on the bottom part, no fog lights, but if you pay 10,000 at the time, then you will get the Dynamique model, which it did came with headlights as standard. You have your towing hook right there and your main headlight on the left and the right side. And when the Kwid was launched here in South Africa in 2016 November, Renault was so proud to announce these C-shaped design in your headlights. And while I'm standing right here, I see my headlights are starting to fog up a little bit, so I have to make a plan about that to make those lights look shiny again. Right, moving to the side, it is very quintessential Kwid with your black stickering right there, but you can upgrade it to a plastic one which will mimic the look of the Renault Kwid Climber but without the orange bits on the car. Moving to the wheels, which you may have noticed they are not stock. So I've upgraded these wheels last year in July, and these are the A-line Alexis wheel with Firestone FS100 tires wrapped around that, and they are 175, 65, 40 inch in diameter. And if you look at a stock Kwid right now, then you will notice those wheels look so horrible. It is as if someone worked at a Marie biscuit factory, opened his tire factory and produced those tires for cars like these. You have your wheel arch cladding right there, your black mirror cap, which this is the Expression model once again, and all Expression models comes in black mirror caps. Whereas if you got the Dynamique model, then they would be finished in a different color. And as you can see, the same is right there, your 40 inch A-line wheel with 175, 65, 40 inch. And coming to the back, we have your
rear design, which, to be honest, it doesn't speak to me. It is as if someone who designed the rear end didn't communicate to someone with the person who was designing the front end. I mean, you have your tail lights right there, your quad badging there, massive Renault logo once again, and your Renault logo written there. So overall, I think the Quid is a very nice looking design, but I feel that they could have done something with the rear end, because the rear end is not my cup of tea with the Quid. But anyway, let's check on how big is the boot space of the Renault Kwid. Coming to the boot of the Renault Kwid, which you can open in two ways. Either a lever in the cabin by the driver's side, or you use your key and open by the lock right there. And once you open the Kwid's boot and open it like this, then it will reveal a decent sized space of 300 liters, which it is enough to carry a pep store's bag and an umbrella with you. One thing that I somewhat hate about this Kwid's boot space is some exposed bits like you see here and there, and I feel like why they didn't cover those things up. But anyway, if you want to fold the Kwid's boot space, then you can do it, but you have to pull those two levers in the cabin, which it can be quite hard to do. And once you have pulled those levers in the rear seats, then it will fall down in a single piece to a space just over 1100 liters. But then if you want to take passengers with you, then you have to make a compromise. Either don't put the seats down and let the people sit at the back, or leave the passengers on the side of the road.
What?
And fold down the seats to make space for storing things in the Kwid. I forgot to mention about the parcel shelf of the Renault Kwid. If you want to load more items in your boot, then unfortunately you will have to leave the parcel shelf at home or at the side of the road.
One eternity later.
It is definitely a few days later after that exterior walk around of the Kwid. Let me show you how the inside of the Kwid is by looking at the back seats. Let's go. Upon entering, as you can see, space is rather decent. This seat base is a little bit higher than usual. And as I climb in at the back of the Kwid, then you will see, oops, that is my driving position in front. As you can see, enough knee room. I can stretch my feet out a little bit. As for headroom, well, even at 160 centimeters, I am just comfortable at the back. But one problem with these headrests is they are not adjustable. And if you have a neck which is the same length as a giraffe, then unfortunately you won't be able to find a comfortable position at the back of the Kwid. Also, what is also bad is you don't have any headrest for the middle passenger, because there isn't any. So if you want to squeeze in a third passenger at the back of a Kwid, then unfortunately his head will have to be chopped off in some way of whatever. And regarding to how many people you can actually sit at the back, only 2 people can sit at the back at a relative comfort. 3 in here, goodbye. I have to say, you will definitely be squeezing up some fat at the back. Also, if you have a tall passenger at the back, not at the back, at the front, and your seat is all the way to the back, then as you can see, there is no leg room whatsoever. So Yeah, short people shorter than 160 centimeters will fit in just perfectly at the back. Right, moving on. You have some 1980 style window winders, which your passenger princess will definitely not like that. And also, it doesn't roll all the way down right there. So kids, don't put your head out of the window. Or dogs, it is not suitable to put your dog's head out of the window, because that will definitely hurt him. And as for the flooring, it is almost flat, I have to say. There is a slight hump right there. And you have your beautiful orange carpeting that I fitted, I think 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago, which brightens up the cabin a little bit. So yeah, that is your rear back seats of the quad. Before I forgot, in the squad you don't get isofix mountings for the rear seats. So if you want to carry a baby at the back of the quad, then baby seat will not be able to fit in the back seats. So yeah, now let us move to the front of the Renault Kwid to see what is like behind the steering wheel. Alright, now I am behind the steering wheel of the Renault Kwid. I have to say, it is quite cramped in the front, especially if you have a passenger princess next to you who is not very thin at all. But let us not do that. Anyway, as you can see here, you have your steering wheel with no controls on there, and those two things right there. You may think it is a dummy part of the steering wheel. Well, actually, no. That is your hooter for the quads. Yeah, so you can press it in any way as you like. Right? Right here you have your single DIN radio with Bluetooth, aux, USB, and your 6 radio presets to save your favorite radio station. And how to save the radio presets? You press any key on that radio and you hold it in. Then it will make a sound to say you have saved your favorite radio station. With your storage to put in a cell phone or whatever. Your air vents in the middle and on the sides as well. Next, you have your air conditioning right here, which I have to say it blows quite cold if you have it on number 1. And I will talk more about that when I'm talking about the 3 annoying things about the Renault Kwid. Down below, you have your thank you very much button. If you know, then you know what is that for. You have your electric windows at the front and your unlock and lock button right there. The circle thingy right here is where your gear selector for the AMT gear knob is placed right there. Down below you have your 2 cup holders, which if you have a small drink on that side and a large one on that side, then it will fall over if you are turning quite aggressively on the road. You have your 12-volt socket right there to charge whatever you like. Your 5-speed manual gearbox, which it is light and easy, not too difficult to handle like my old car used to be. A handbrake and some storage to put in some switches right there. On the top you have a dummy box right there, and if you have the Dynamique version, then that would double up as a second glove box. Down below, some storage area to put in whatever. But once again, if you are driving quite aggressively, then things will fall over into the door pockets, which I will tell you more in a sec.
And down below you have your glove box, which it is big enough to store all your nonsense in there. Alright, and as you can see, you have your door bins, which it can accommodate a 1 liter bottle and some emergencies right there, like your pearls or your Simba chips or bigger necks, whatever. Alright, let's move on to the instrument cluster, which it is digital display. And let me show you the most important controls. On your left you have your what is wrong with my car right there. Your engine light is there, your handbrake light, your battery light is somewhere in there, and other important stuff it is in there. So if you want to know what is wrong with your car, in the middle you have your speedometer with your mileage right there. And also, if you press that button at the back of the where the fuel is situated, then you get the distance travel right there. Around that you have your indicators and your lights in there. And on the right side you have your stress bar to let you know how far is your fuel with the Renault Kwid, so that you can fill up at your next fill up. And I will talk about the how big is the fuel capacity in the next clip. Right,
If you want to know when your fuel is running out of your quad, is when it goes to the last block where it will flash a red light. And not only that, it will give you a beeping sound, and it will flash at you to say your fuel is starting to run out.
let me do that. And also, regarding to the steering wheel, you don't have any adjustments to put it down and up, in and out. So for tall drivers, you won't be able to find a comfortable driving position. Also, regarding to the seats I'm sat on right now, they are, when the car was new, they were quite hard, I have to say, at the beginning, but now they are a little bit worn out, so they are a little bit more comfortable than before. And you don't get any height adjustment for the seats. You only get your moving forward and back, and also to recline down if you want to lie down a little bit in your quad. And on the right side you have another door pocket right there to store your wallet and your keys in there, and also a 1 liter bottle. Down below you have your headlight adjustment, which can adjust your headlight as you like. And a bonnet lever to open the bonnet, which this will definitely remind you of a choke from a 1980s Golf Mark 1. And right there you have your pedal setup, which is your clutch, your brake, and your accelerator pedal. If you have the AMT, the gearbox version, then you only get the brake and the pedal right there. So yeah, I have to say, regarding to the interior quality, yeah, as you can see, it is full of plastics, which it is very much normal in this class of category. But if I wobble the not very center console, then as you can see, it does move a little bit, but not too much. So Yeah, but some people say they don't like the Kwid's interior quality because it is too cheap for them. But then understand this: this is not a luxury car where you can expect softy materials in the cabin. It is very hard for wearing plastic, like in other budget cars. So yeah. If you are looking for a budget car with a quality interior, then you should not be looking at this end of the market, right? So yeah, let me close the door. As you can hear, it does close with a weird sound, but okay. So yeah, so this was my POV of my Renault Kwid. And before I end off this little segment, you have your manual adjustment for the rear view mirror, which I have to say it is quite handy, especially if you have those very cheap Chinatown LED headlights that is shining in your rear view mirror and blind your eyes like, I don't know, like a sun is cooking on your eyes. And you have your wiper controls, which if you press it in, then it will spray out water to clean up the window. And as you can see, it is only a single wiper, which I have to say it doesn't clean the window all that well. And on the right side, you have your if I can do that, your indicator right there, which you press up for left and down for right with your headlights in there, and your brights you press it downwards if you want more brightness for your dark road if you are driving at night. So yeah, those are my interior part. So yeah, let us check out the engine of the Renault Kwid. I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you are driving in 2024 with a memory stick that is sticking out right there, and you have Bluetooth in your Kwid, then I have to say you have to grow up a little bit. I mean, that technology is so outdated by today's standards, where everyone uses a Bluetooth for playing music, making phone calls while stationary at whatever, or whatever they do. So if you can, please get rid of those horrible memory sticks and connect your Bluetooth with your Kwid, where you can play music and making phone calls while stationary at a mall or whatever. Another thing to add, if you are driving on the road with a cell phone stuck to your ear and you have Bluetooth in your car, as a brief man, get off that phone and connect your Bluetooth, which I will show you how to do it later on. Under the bonnet of the Renault Kwid is a 1-liter 3-cylinder naturally aspirated engine which produces 68 PS of power, that is 50 kilowatt and 91 Newton meters of torque. It sends all that power to the front wheels via a 5-speed manual gearbox, or if you have the AMT version, that's the automatic version of the Kwid, then you have a 5-speed AMT gearbox. Renault says the Kwid will be able to a claimed fuel consumption of 4.7 liters per 100 kilometers, and it has a 28-liter fuel tank, which you will be able to do close to 600 kilometers on a single tank. But with my driving style, I'm able to get at least between 5 and 6 liters per 100 kilometers, which it is not too bad. Now that's the fuel dealt with. Let me give you my 3 annoying things about the Renault Kwid. The first annoying thing about the Renault Kwid is I don't know what Renault was smoking at the time with the outside rearview mirrors. I mean, you have no form of function to adjust it in any way, shape, or form. Not even those manual ones you see like on all cars. If you want to adjust the outside mirror, then you have to use a finger where you can can move it up and down as you like, but the one bad thing is it will leave some fingerprints on there, and if you want to do the left side, then you have to go over to the left side and adjust it there, which it can be quite difficult to do. Also, your passenger princess will give you that fail cake if you ask her to move the left mirror just to see what is behind you. The second bad thing about the Kwid is if you want to put it in reverse gear, where someone is sitting next to you and their legs are quite close to the gearbox, then you will have to ask that person or your passenger princess to move her legs just to engage the reverse gear on the Kwid, where you will definitely touch her legs if you are putting the Kwid in reverse gear. So yeah, if you want to put it in reverse gear, then make sure you ask some permission to move your girlfriend's legs to the one side just to put it in reverse gear. And the final bad thing about the Renault Kwid is you don't have the facility to put it on defrost, especially in winter time where it is quite cold in the morning and you are driving, let's say, to work, then you can't see anything out of the rear window, and also there is no rear wiper if it's raining. So yeah, if you want to wipe the rear window, then unfortunately you have to use a cloth to wipe it down, or alternatively you can put the aircon on and let the air go through the cabin so that the rear window can be unfrosted, since there is no button in the cabin to put it on defrost mode. So yeah, that is my 3 annoying things about my 7-year-old Renault Kwid. Right, let's now talk about things that did go wrong with the Renault Kwid, which, to be honest, not a lot has gone wrong with the Kwid. The first thing that I want to talk about is a little misfire which I experienced back in 2020. Just a week before the Kwid would go in for a service. What I think happened is I started the Kwid the previous morning. Right? The previous morning, and I maneuvered in and around the parking lot where I stay, and the next morning when I start up the Kwid, I noticed that it didn't sound right at all. It was misfiring quite badly, and not only that, it gave a heavy start up, almost like an old car where the fuel doesn't go through the engine or whatever, if you understand that. So yeah, I've taken the Kwid to Renault, and they told me that there was a little bit of condensation in one of the spark plugs, which it is very understandable, because that particular day it was heavily cold and it was raining like mad, and that is where I think the water has gone maybe into the engine by, say, the spark plugs. But anyway, at least it was fixed and the car is driving normally as it should. So yeah, if you want to avoid that, then please do wait for the engine to let its revs down before you drive. Otherwise it will damage your engine. You know you do get people where they just jump in the car, start it and drive without having to cold start the car properly. If you understand what I'm saying, without doing a cold start, and that could fuck up your engine in the long run. That is why I always do a cold start before I drive to wherever. So yeah, that is very important if you want to keep your engine for a very, very long time, without having to look for an engine, which I know it is very expensive and nobody has got that amount of money to replace a whole engine just for a silly mistake that you did with your car. So yeah, that is my first thing which did go wrong with the Renault Kwid. The second part that I would like to talk about is not a mechanical thing, but something that did give me a lot of fright. Where I was driving one night here in Pau, here somewhere in Pau, where farms are situated. I was driving at that road, and while I was driving, I noticed something was thrown to the car. But I didn't know what was it. I maybe thought it maybe was a rock that has gone under the car and could be damaging its bottom part of the Kwid, or maybe damaging its suspension components. But otherwise, yeah, I would have felt a strange steering behavior from the Kwid. But luckily, it didn't happen at all. The next day, I went to a little shop here in Pau, which they call OK Foods. Not OK Foods, OK Mini Market in that line. And I discovered that my rear window was chipped quite badly. And I didn't even notice that while I was driving the Kwid that night, because I was too frightened at all. So yeah, luckily I've got the rear window replaced, but the tinting which they did is a different color. It has a little bit of a brown hue to that, where the rest of the windows has a blue hue inside the tinting. And I've learned to accept that, because that is all what they have. Or bad, you can say. So if you are driving at such roads where it looks very farmy, and say maybe a thief wants to make some trouble by throwing a stone to the cars for whatever reason, maybe you want to be spiteful, then please be very visible at such roads like here in Pau, where it looks very farmy and looks a little bit bushy at all. So yeah, those are my small things that did go wrong with the Renault Kwid, which I have to say is not a lot, to be honest. So now let us talk about the common problems which I've or other Kwid drivers have been experiencing when it was launched here in South Africa. In terms of your common issues with the Renault Kwid, is one thing which I have experienced and other Kwid owners have experienced is your accelerator pedal, which if you are driving on the road somewhere to wherever, and you notice your pedal would feel quite soggy if you are stepping on the pedal. And not only that, I like, which I will show you somewhere here or whatever, it will show you a light which shows orange on the dashboard, and that means your accelerator pedal is faulty. And that's a common problem on most pre-facelift Kwids, where it feels very soggy, and if you lift off the accelerator pedal, then that light will go away. And not only that, I have read some comments on the forum where the pedal didn't come up at all, and the car would keep on accelerating, which it is very scary to read that. I mean, you must have some control on that pedal, otherwise you will definitely crash into something, which not only you will lose your Kwid entirely, but you can do a bit of damage to someone else's property. So yeah, if you are buying a Kwid, which I will tell you my verdict, then please make sure that accelerator pedal has been changed. Otherwise, you will have a lot of problems when you are driving on the road. The next common problem on the Renault Kwid is the exhaust, where it would make quite a lot of racket down below. Let's say your exhaust could be faulty due to rust or is falling off, which I have seen one quad last year. His whole exhaust was on the floor, and it was not a nice sight to see because your exhaust is rusted quite badly, and my one did suffer from that, where I had an exhaust which it was very rattly at all, and that did work on my nerves at all because I couldn't live with that sound, to be honest. So yeah, if you want to check whether your exhaust is intact, I would suggest you go to an exhaust place like say Powerflow or Cowley or Profit, and or even your tire place like say your Super Quick or your Tiger Wheel Tire. They will definitely check out your exhaust, because one time I've heard a quad standing at a circle here in Pau, and you swear that exhaust sounded like a herd of cattle is coming out of that exhaust. Yeah, that is how bad the exhaust is on the Renault Kwid. It is very rattly from the day you bought the Kwid. So yeah, please make sure your exhaust is intact, or otherwise replace that whole exhaust while you at it. Otherwise you could end up being in trouble, where your exhaust is falling off while driving. The next part of the common problem with the Kwid is your fuel gauge, where I don't know what is happening with that fuel gauge at the beginning, where if you fill up with petrol, then it will show up no blocks at all. If you turn the key to see how much fuel you have left in your Kwid, and that is a massive issue. I mean, what if you are driving say from here to Blauberg and back, and your fuel indicator is not working properly? That is a massive red flag if you ask me. I mean, if you want an accurate fuel gauge, then your fuel gauge must be working, and you mustn't be stressing while driving on the road. Like say, how much fuel is left before you fill up the Kwid. So what I've done with mine is I've replaced the tank before everything shut down. You know the word COVID. I've replaced not only the tank, but I've also replaced the exhaust, and to be honest, I am very happy with the Kwid, how it drives. But still, I feel that they could have addressed those issues a lot more sooner than later. So that is my third common problem with the Renault Kwid in general. And the final thing, the fourth thing, is your brakes, which that is also a weak point. It is bad enough you don't get ABS with the Kwid, but then you have to deal with brakes which are cheaply made and wear out quite easily. I've changed my brakes back in 2020 because they were finished and the car barely had 30,000 kilometers on the clock. That is how badly made those brakes are. So I changed the brakes back in 2020, and now it is time for its replacement because it is almost at its last legs. So I think that would be my second set of brakes that I'm going for, which I have to say the brake pad quality is very bad. So yeah, and not only that, I mean, you do lose braking performance when your brake pads are running out quite quickly, and many Kwid owners did complain on the forum that their brakes were out quite quickly. And I also want to add that when the Kwid was new, like say less than 8,000 kilometers, it did make quite a squeaky noise whether you apply the brake of the Kwid. Then it would make a screeching noise, almost as if your brakes are finished, but they are not finished at all. So once again, that is how badly those brake pads were made. But yeah, I guess one can't complain when you are buying a car at that price point. But yeah, you know of other common problems of the Renault Kwid, then you can please comment down below what are the other common problems then you can comment down below what other issues did you experience which are common regarding to the Renault Kwid, so that the future buyers can say, maybe make their mind up whether they would buy a Kwid with that amount of problems, or buy one time a second-hand car which they unfortunately have to fix up some things with the car, like say the owner has neglected or whatever. So yeah, comment down below other common issues regarding to the Renault Kwid. So now let us now show you how to pair your Bluetooth to your Kwid's radio system. Alright, as promised, I will show you on how to connect your Bluetooth to your Renault Kwid, which it is pretty easy to do. The first thing is to switch on your ignition to the on position, like so, where everything will show up on the screen. And the second step is make sure your Bluetooth is on, so that you can pair your Bluetooth with your Renault Kwid. And it is pretty easy to do. You go to tail, you see there tail, you press it there where it says Bluetooth off. You go on the right side and it will show connect, right? The next part is to use your phone, whatever you have, and look for the car name, like Renault right there. You press it there, as you can see. Just give it a few minutes. Oh, why? What the hell? Let me pay again. Yeah, it will show you up. It will show up a Bluetooth pairing request where it will ask you a PIN. Now, normally it is like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, like so, and press pair right there, and it will pair your phone with the radio. It will pair your phone with the car's radio, so that you can play your music, make phone calls while standing at a place and ready to drive or whatever. Now I will play some music to let you hear how the speakers of the Kwid is sounding. And if you want to play music from your phone off, you press source, like so, until you get this, which says Bluetooth audio, and that usually means you can wait. It appears my phone was connected to a watch, that is why it went off like that. But anyway, let us listen a sound track of how the Kwid sounds with the two speakers which are in the car. Let me look for a song right there. I will not play very long because copyright issues. Right here it is. Let me put it on loud so that you can hear how it sounds. I hope that was enough for you guys to listen. And as regarding the speakers, it is not too bad, because I've set out the what you call it. I will put in the bottom part right there, where you can adjust it, your bass, your mid, your treble, and your balance to say whatever speaker you would like to listen from, right? And also, yeah, your EQ set as well. Like, do you want to put it in classic, in concert hall, or whatever? But I have to say the speakers of the Kwid is pretty decent for what you get, but you can upgrade it to rear speakers, which will mean you have to use that part yourself to put the speakers on, or to make an alternative board where you can put in your speakers of the Renault Kwid, right? And that's it for now. Let us take the Kwid for a drive to see what it's like on the road. Now it's time for a test drive of a Kwid, but I am actually on my way to a shopping center thing to buy some stuff. So yeah, let me do a cold start for you guys on the Renault Kwid. Let's go. As you can hear, it is a little bit noisy on startup, and when actually doing a cold start, it vibrates a little bit due to that 3-cylinder engine. But in order to drive, most important thing is put on your seat belt and wait for the revs to drop, which it would not take very long. And I have to say, it's quite hot today considering how it rained this Sunday, and it was so cold on Sunday. I don't know what's going on with the weather. It is like a woman can't make up her mind. But anyway, the revs have now dropped. Let's put it in gear, which you lift up by this thing right here and put it in reverse. And upon reversing, I have to say the visibility of the Kwid is not too bad. You have your big door mirrors. Let me put it in neutral rather before we drive. You have your big door mirrors on the outside, which, as I've mentioned, you have to adjust them by using your finger. Your rear view mirror on top, and the rear part, it is big enough to see who is coming at the back. But if you want to reverse and you look out at the rear quarter, then you can see there's a bit of a blind spot right there. Anyway, let's go. Oh, my Bluetooth on. Sorry guys for that, but let us drive rather. I just wanted to check whether the sound will affect the video, whether the Bluetooth is on or whatever. Yeah, as you can see, pretty easy, and the steering is very light to maneuver. You can turn. Oh, there's a big Discovery Land Rover is blocking our way a little bit, but as I said, you can turn the steering from lock to lock in 3.3 turns, which it is alright, I guess. And to turn the steering is, like I said, is pretty light on its feet. The gearbox also pretty light, but a little bit long if you are changing gears from first to second or third or whatever. It can be a little bit long, which some people would definitely not like. You know, you get some manual gearboxes which are way better than this, and usually it is the Japanese who made it. Anyway, we have a little bite on my tail, but you must wait a little bit. Speaking of wait a little bit, I will see you guys in a sec because I need to open the booms in front, which is quite annoying if you are driving. I wish they would give us the remotes back, but that is how it is. Before I forgot, we have a little speed bumps around here and there at the time, and they're alright, but I will talk to you about the suspension in a sec. Now that was annoying. The booms, they don't even work when you open the gate. But anyway, let us not dwell on that topic. Let's maneuver out there. Right, where was I? Suspension. At the front you have your McPherson with lower transverse link, and at the back you have your beam setup with a coil spring setup. And as we take this little circle around here at low speed, it is pretty alright. And driving on manhole covers, it soaks up the bumps quite beautifully, or decent as you would say. That bucket must wait. And yeah, where the Kwid does struggle a little bit is when going on potholes which is as big as a swimming pool, where it kind of crashes into the cabin. And I will show you guys a little bit in a sec right now, when we are driving in the boulevard. But here you have your smaller bumps, but it soaks up alright. And now we come to the robot right here, which is, for some strange reason, my phone overheated while I'm driving. So yeah, I will have to put the aircon on so that my phone doesn't overheat again, which is quite annoying if you are filming driving to evaluate what is the Kwid like to drive. But anyway, let's go. Again, visibility is pretty decent. Right, we are out. Right, let's go that side. Oh, can I make it here? Yeah, I can. Right, anyway, I really wanted to show you the bumps in the boulevard to see how the Kwid performs there, but like I said, it shut down on me unexpectedly due to overheating. And now this time of the year, phones are overheating like mad. Anyway, we come to this little speed bump, whatever you call it, section. Let's see how it performs. It's decent. Let's put it in second gear. There's another one coming up. The stick one must wait there. Pretty decent, I have to say. Right, let us now drive towards home. And I will see you guys in a bit before my phone overheats for no reason. Now I am going on the left side at Hospital Street, and right here where in Games Row to assess the suspension of the Renault Kwid. Let's go. I mean, just drive, maar klaar man. No baklibi party. Just us. Alright, let's go. Turning right here at Fabric Street, as they call it. Right, now here's the bad patch. Quite a lot of holes in here. Let me do, yeah, but it soaks out pretty decently. Yeah. Cross. we come to this bad patch. But like I said, yeah, it does crash quite a bit in the cabin with the bigger holes in the road. Yeah, okay. It is quite uncomfortable, I have to say. Quite uncomfortable. But to be honest, what the hell? The Kwid enjoys good roads. It doesn't like bad roads at all, like that bit of bad tarmac right there. And now we come into town where this car is very much suitable to drive. It likes to drive in stop and go traffic. People must wait here. Let's see there. Yeah, let's go. No one on the, oh, sorry, auntie. Alright, now we are in town, or as I call it, the ghost town, because most of the shops that were here are not here anymore. Alright, let's go. As you can hear, the gears are pretty light to shift. Brakes are, considering it has no ABS brakes, it does brake decently, but then yeah, people walking the road, it makes you quite nervous, I have to say. But then my feet does have ABS brakes, so you don't have to worry about that. What the hell is going on here? What the hell? It's not even payday yet and people are already crazy outside. I mean, it's only the 29th of October, but it feels like it is the end of the month. Do you want to go? With a big fat ass. Let's go. I'm sorry I don't have a front forward facing camera because this is the only device that I have at the moment. Yeah, more bad road right there. Right now we come to this now we come to this fiercest robot here where people don't know how to drive. Here by Adult World's side. Yeah, you can clearly see this. It is lunchtime. Lunchtime where everyone is leaving for work and having a bite to eat. At the same time, while the cars are coming, let me see how it accelerates from here. As soon as people stop, then we can go. Right, let's go. Okay, let's go. And I also want to add, if you are driving quite aggressively, then it does have a lot of body roll where the car leans on whatever corner you take, whether you lean on that side or that side. Like now here by the circle, I will demonstrate to you how bad the body roll is of the Renault Kwid. It looks like there were a little bit of protest here by the municipality side. I don't know why. Let's go. Yeah, go. Yeah, still it in. Yeah, ow. That was a bad bump and also body roll included. Yeah, like I said, the Kwid doesn't handle big bumps pretty well. Yeah, this side is decent, but I wanted to take you guys. Wait. Oh, father. Why people so hostile for no reason? If you see cars coming to you, then you must wait. people are so impatient these days, yo. Anyway, let's see the. Oh wait, there's a Volvo coming up, a FH Volvo. Right, let us see how it accelerates from the circle when everyone is coming. When everyone is done driving slow. Right, go 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 go. Yeah, turn. Yeah, quite a lot of body roll. Quite a lot. Let me exit here into the big side. Right. As you can hear, quite a bit of wind noise in the cabin due to the lack of soundproofing, and also the engine noise is on the high side right now. This is an 80 km speed limit. Let's see how it sounds with the aircon on, by the way. Yeah, and also the wind is a bit windy today, so yeah, a lot of wind noise in the cabin. Lots of wind noise. Let's just say the road NVH is pretty bad. The road NVH. There's two cars must wait, and yeah, we come to this hill right here. Let's accelerate here with aircon on. Can hear you need quite a bit of revs to go up a hill. With the aircon on, yeah, especially. But anyway, that is the city driving slash country driving done. Let us take the Kwid for a small bit of highway to see how is it like over there. Now it's time for the driving on the N1 to see how she performs. Let's go. And the robot has just turned green. Alright, let's go. And also, while I'm turning, let me give you a bit of sound from this 1 liter 3-cylinder.
Hello there.
The engine. When we approach this little hill right here. Right here. Oh hello. I see a target is going on that side, so let us go that way. So we can't accelerate here, but anyway, I'll give you a sound here of this car. Maybe keep quiet for a bit. That was enough for you guys. While I'm driving on the N1, as you can hear, it is very noisy in the car. But then this car isn't designed to do highway driving speed, so yeah. And also We have a little bit of a windy today, not too much, but better than yesterday. And as I'm driving at 100 kilometers an hour, as you can hear, the revs is somewhere around 3000 RPM. So yeah, very noisy. One bad thing about driving the quad on the N1 is when you have a very strong wind. And this car, it is not the heaviest car around. This car only weighs around 693 kilograms. So you can expect it to be blowing quite a lot on the highway, and that makes it quite scary to drive. Let me see. Oh, Omodas and chairs are driving past on that car. But anyway, you will need 14 hands in order to control the Renault Kwid in windy conditions. That is how bad the Kwid is on the N1 due to its lightness. Its lightness does show quite a lot. And if you are one of those people who encounters daily heavy wind on the N1, please comment down below your experience on what's it like on the N1. But for me, it is a little bit terrible for me. But yeah. But the only time when the Kwid does drive very nice on the N1 is when the wind doesn't blow at all. So yeah, as you can see here, I've turned off the N1 and I'm going towards home, obviously, as I've mentioned in one of my clips. And I'm terribly sorry for all the background noise, like this rosary that is just behind the rear view mirror, making quite a bit of noise. But yeah, like I said, it is very bad to drive the Kwid on very windy days, especially if you have a gale force wind, which is quite terrible, I have to say. But yeah, in the next clip that follows, you will see me arriving home, where I kind of demonstrate how the Kwid parks where I live. Alright, I'll see you at home. Before we end this little segment, let me give you more sounds, engine sounds from the Renault Kwid. Enjoy the engine noise. And also my aircon is on because it is very hot today in Paarl, as usual. people. Why people don't you stop at stop streets? No man, the stop street is not there for decoration. It is there for you to stop. You people must learn on how to stop at stop streets. But anyway, right over. Let us show you how she parks at home. Now I'm arriving at home. Let us see how she parks. Another bump here. Yeah. Let's go. Another bump there. Let's go. Here's a circle coming up. Here's a circle coming up. Right. Decent. Not bad. At slow speeds. And I have to say, this phone mount that I bought a month ago is holding up for its dear life, so I need to upgrade that in the future. Right, anyway, we are home. We at home, so let's see how she parks. Again, light steering. Clutch is buttery smooth. Actually light, yeah. Whoops. Yeah. Decent view. Although if you want to adjust the rear view mirror, like I said, then you have to use your fingers to maneuver them, especially on the left side, which is quite hard to do. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the small drive of the Renault Kwid. Let us give you my final verdict on what is on whether you would buy a Renault Kwid or something else. And also, before I forgot, I have a facelift Kwid that I want to review. So if you want to see that video coming up or in the future, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and comment down below and like the video. Alright, to give you my final verdict on the Renault Kwid is, I have to say the Kwid is very flawed from the beginning, where you don't have ABS brakes, only one airbag for the driver and nothing for your passenger princess, and also a body shell which is very much unstable. So yeah, I understand when the Kwid was launched in 2016 November, it came with a starting price of 119,900 Rand, if I can remember. And if you have the Dynamique version, then obviously it is around 10,000 extra. So yeah, I think the price of between 120 and 130,000 Rand, there are some decent options out there in the second-hand market, which I will show you some vehicles in a little bit of a slideshow. Here we go. So yeah, that is my overall verdict on the Renault Kwid, where you can get better options for a price between 120 and 130,000. Be warned, don't buy a luxury car where that car will need a lot of money to be repaired, like your typical German cars. I know they are very cheap and tempting, but don't don't pull the trigger to buy a German car. But if you know how to fix a car or know someone where that person works on a German car, then by all means go for it. I mean, look at Musi Sambu. He bought a BMW 320D for a very low price of under 60,000 Rand, and that man is happy with his BMW 320D. To be honest, if I were to buy a project car, then I would definitely considering a BMW 320d E90 shape. I mean, yeah, you have a balance of power and fuel economy as well. So yeah, and I am very sorry that the video is over an hour long because I wanted to give you an in-depth video of the Renault Kwid if you are in the market to buy one. But like I told you just now, don't, especially don't have ABS brakes on the Kwid. The model without ABS brakes is between 2016 and very early 2019, around March time, where just after March the same model was launched with ABS brakes and some other goodies in the car. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video on the Renault Kwid. Please give it a like. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and smash that bell icon so that your phone will let you know when I upload a new video. Remember, like I said, the more people subscribe, the crazier the videos will get in the future, where I will be building a project car where we can take it to a track, like say Kalani, to do track days on weekends, or even drag racing maybe, but yeah. So yeah, the next video that will follow up after the Renault Kwid will be the Suzuki Swift, which I checked out a few days ago, and I promise you, you will definitely love that car as much as I do. Alright? And don't worry, in the future, I will definitely buy that car to replace my Renault Kwid, which is standing outside. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. And also, before I forget, I will be at a car show this Sunday that is now coming up at Old Tannery places. It's like a winery coffee shop thing where they will be exhibiting some nice cars. So please stay tuned for that. But I will see you guys in the next video. Shop.